Hi guys, welcome back. It's lesson 3 from Saxon 76. If you're following along at home, working out of the 76 Math 76 third edition book. Today we're going to be talking about missing numbers in addition and subtraction. You may be familiar with this in the past, called equations or fact families. We're going to rely heavily on fact families for these. But if so, we're just going to take a quick practice at these. So if this is a repeat, great. If not, welcome, and we're going to teach you how to do these. Okay, so if you're following along at home, I'm on page 13, and I'm going to talk about that first example. Actually, let's back up and talk about fact families really quick. We have addition facts, and the deal with addition facts is that we can swap these two guys around. 4 plus 3 is the exact same thing as 3 plus 4. That property, that any gosh darn order that we can put this in property, is called the commutative property. Why that's relevant for you is that we have two addition facts here, okay? Two addition facts. Now, with two addition facts comes two subtraction facts, and those subtraction facts, as far as addition goes, the inverse operation or the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we've got two subtraction facts here. Here's how it works. If you go in this order, if we add in this order, we can subtract in this order. And what that means is 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. Again, over here, if we add in this direction, we can subtract in that direction. 7 minus 4 is 3. So what we have are our two addition facts and two subtraction facts right here. So how is that relevant for missing information? Missing numbers. 12 plus m is 31. 12 plus m is 31. Well, we know because of the commutative property, sorry about that, guys. We know because of the commutative property that we can swap our addition facts around. So we now have m plus 12 is 31. M plus 12 is 31. And just like those examples that I showed you, if you add in this direction, okay, you can subtract in this direction. So we have 31 minus m is 12. Same here. If we add in this direction, we can subtract in that direction. 31 minus 12 is m. Now, of these four facts, the only one that really makes sense for us to solve is this last one here, right? Because 31 minus 12 is something we can do. I'm going to move that m over here, maybe do a little equal sign. 1 minus 2, I need to borrow. And when I do, I bring that over here. I have 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. We have m equals 19. Guys, here's the great news about these. You can always double check your answer to ensure you got the right one. So there's no excuse for getting these wrong, okay? The original problem is way back up here. 12 plus m is 31. Well, we determine m is worth 19. So we're going to do 12 plus 19 is 31. We want to see if this is correct. 2 plus 9 gives us 11. We carry the 1, and we have 1, 2, 3. So 12 plus 19 sure is 31. We got that correct. So that's our first example here. All right. Let's take a look at the next example. Hold on just one sec. All right, guys, thanks for that quick break there. All right, so that was our first example. Now we're going to move on to number 2. And if you're following along at home, this is page 14. So for number 2, what we have is 36 plus 17 plus 5 plus n equals 64. First things first, let's make our life easier. We're going to combine all those things here. So let's go ahead and do that. 36 plus 17 plus 5. 7 and 7 is 14, so 7 and 6 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. Carry the 1, 3, 4, 5. We have 58. So really, guys, this problem can be rewritten in two different ways. The fact that it's horizontal now, I actually want to change that to vertical because I think that's a little bit easier to understand. And secondly, when I rewrite it, I'm going to combine all that stuff. Guys, mathematicians are lazy. We want to do the easiest thing possible. So what we have is 58 plus n is 64. Now that commutative property, we can flip these two around. N plus 58 is 64. And that doesn't really help us yet. But let's do some, if we add in this direction, let's subtract in that direction. We get 64 minus n, 58. That doesn't really help us yet. Add in this direction, subtract in that direction, we get 64 minus 58 is n. Well, that does help us, so I'm going to move that n over. And what I have now, 4 minus 8, I need to borrow, so I'm going to make that 5. 14 minus 8 is 6. 5 minus 5 is 0, so n equals 6. Sure enough, if we take that n and we go back up here and we plug it in, we can check, does all of this equal 64? Absolutely. Good. All right, so let's take a look at some missing numbers in subtraction now. This is going to work a lot like addition. However, we've got our fact families. We have to find the 4 different facts until we can find the one that works for us. Guys, if you can see it right off the bat, which fact family you need or which fact you need to do within that family of 4, that's totally fine. If you have to write all 4 of them, that's fine too. It takes a lot of practice to get to where you need to be able to see things in your head. Example 3 says W minus 16 is 24. Well, remember, based on our facts, if we subtract in this direction, we can add in this direction. So let's try that. 24 plus 16 is W, and sure, W, right? Sure enough, that's the fact that we need. So I'm gonna move that W over to the side, and we're gonna do this. 4 plus 6 is 10, carry that 1, we get 40. W equals 40. And if we come back over here, we put 40 in for W. 40 minus 16 is 24. Absolutely, because if we would borrow, make this a 10, borrow from there. So we would get 10 minus 6 is 4, and 3 minus 1 is 2. Excellent work, guys, excellent work. So as I was saying, sometimes your facts, you've got to kind of juggle them around to find the right one. Example 4 is a good one of that. It's written like this: 236 minus y equals 152. Again, let's write those vertically, not horizontally, because I think that will really help. 236 minus y is 152. Again, if we subtract in this direction, we can add in that direction. So when we add, we get 152 plus y is 236. Well, that doesn't really help us, but based on the commutative property, we can flip those two around. Y, so these guys can be flipped around. Y plus 152 is 236. Well, if we add in this direction, let's subtract in that direction. 236 minus 152 is y. And yes, that works for us. 6 minus 2 is 4. Let's do some borrowing over here. 13 minus 5 is going to be 8. And 1 minus 1 is 0, so y equals 84. Sure enough, 236 minus 84 will give us 152. 152, not and. I keep saying that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so that was example number 4. On page 16, there are practice problems A through I. A through I. Go ahead and get started on those. So pause the video. I want you to start those. When you've completed them, return to the video and we will, and I'll show you how those are done. All right, guys, let's get started on those practice problems. A, it's A plus 12 is 45. First things first, we know that if we add in this direction, we can subtract in that direction. Let's see if that helps us. 45 minus 12, sure enough, is A. So let's do some math here. These guys, 5 minus 2 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3, A equals 33. A equals 33. Let's look at B. 32 plus B is 60. If we add in this direction, we can subtract in that direction. 60 minus B is 32. That doesn't help us, so let's try rewriting our addition fact using the commutative property. That is B plus 32 is 60. Since we're adding in this direction, let's try subtracting in this direction. 60 minus 32 is B, and sure enough, that's exactly what we need. So we can't do 0 minus 2. We're going to borrow from here, make that. That gives us 8. 5 minus 3 is 2. So B is 28. B is 28. All right, let's try C here. C minus 15 is 24. C minus 15 is 24. All right, if we subtract in this direction, we can add in this direction. 24 plus 15 gives us C. Sure enough, that's what we need. 4 plus 5 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. C equals 39. All right, let's try D here. 38 minus D gives us 29. 38 minus D gives us 29. Now, if we subtract in this direction, we can add in this direction and start to do this mentally. That means 29 plus D is 38. That's not going to help us. So, but let's write it down. 29 plus D is 38. That doesn't help us, but we do know based on addition, we can flip those around, commutative property. These two we're going to flip around. D plus 29 is 38. Add in this direction, subtract in this direction. 38 minus 29 gives us D, okay? So 8 minus 9, I got to borrow from here. Make that 18, 9. 2 minus 2 is 1, so D equals 9. D equals 9. All right, guys, let's look at E. E plus 24. Now, it's written in the book horizontally. I'm writing it vertically just to make life easier. Is 52. If we add in this direction, we can subtract in this direction. 52 minus 24 is E. And that's, sure enough, that's what we need. So we're going to borrow. We get 8. 4 minus 2 is 2. E is 28. Let's try this guy. F. We have 29 plus F is 70. 70, so we add in this direction, which means we subtract in this direction. 70 minus F equals 29. That's not going to help us, so let's rewrite our addition fact. Let's do F plus 29 is 70. If we add in this direction, we can subtract in this direction. 70 minus 29 is F. Now, mentally, you might be able to do this. So 70 minus 30 is 40, right? It's 40, but we need to minus one more. So the answer is going to be 41. F is going to equal 41. If you don't see how I did that mentally, that's fine. Throughout these videos, you'll see that I'm going to try and teach you how to do things mentally just to make life faster and easier for you. But if you need to go the old school way and do this, that's absolutely fine. Okay, that was F. We've got 3 more here, guys, 3 more. G, so we have G minus 67 is 43. If we subtract in this direction, we add in this direction. 43 plus 67 is G, and that's what we need. So G equals, this is going to give us 10, and that's going to give us 11. You should get 110 for that one. 110, not and. Okay, that was G. Let's do H. H, we get 80 minus H is 36. Well, if we subtract in this direction, we add in this direction. 36 plus H is 80. That doesn't help us, so let's rewrite it as H plus 36 equals 80. If we add in this direction, we subtract in this direction. 80 minus 36 equals H. Let's do the math here. This is 7, this is 10, we get 44. 44 is our answer. Okay, so that was H, and then the last one is I. This is one of those long ones again. We have 36 plus 14 plus N plus 8 equals 75. Let's do some side work over here. We're going to combine all those numbers, 36, 14, and 8. 36, 14, 8. Let's add all those up together. This is 10 plus 8 is 18. That's 5. We have 58. All right, so let's rewrite all this. We have 58 plus N is 75. If we add in this direction, we subtract in this direction. 75 minus N equals 58. That's not going to help me. So what I should have written is N plus 58 is 75, because if we add in this direction, we subtract in this direction. 75 minus 58 it equals n, and then we've got to do the math here. So we've got 5, 7, 1, n equals 17. All right, that was our last problem. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you for the next lesson, which is the same thing, but it's going to be multiplication and division, okay? So what I want you to remember from this, the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. The inverse operation for subtraction is addition. Excellent. See you next time.